Yeah, if you sell something as the freemium model just allows you to sell, you give away the game for free, and then you can sell any product you want for either a chargeable item or a rechargeable item. What a once-off item is, you unlock it and it's yours forever. A rechargeable item is, for example, gold coins or gas, something that the player reuses over and over again. The Google Play Store, they allow consumable items and non-consumable items, just like the Windows Phone Store. The iOS Store also supports that that ethos as well. I know on the Windows Phone Store, once you consume an item, you say that it's consumed. On Android, it's the exact same thing. So the easiest way to do it is, as soon as you receive an item, you consume it straight away. So the Google Play Store thinks that it's been consumed, but you save it on your database that you still have the item to still use. Now that's very, very good, because that means you do less work talking to Google Play.
Yeah.
But it's if you don't handle that client correctly, if you, for example, if he deletes the game and reinstalls it, he's now lost that money. So make sure, if you're going to do that technique, to save it on the cloud as well. So if they download it again, they know that they still have a consumable item that they can use. But if you don't consume it straight away, you can keep on asking the Windows Phone APIs. You can still keep on asking the the Google Play APIs to consume it for you again, and they'll keep a record of that. I personally manage it myself because I'm a bit into that stuff. But yeah, Google Play supports it just like the iOS supports it as well. Good question. Whoa. Nothing to do with the content we covered. So we can have maybe one more question before I dive into this, and then we're gonna. It could be about anything. We got a hand over there. Don't you? No. Fine. We'll go over to the next section. Now this is a bit hardcore. HTML5 is awesome because it allows you to write once and run anywhere. The problem with HTML5 is, though. Hey, Deanne, question. Question.
You have a question for me?
No, you're gonna ask me a question. I got a friend in the crowd.
What's the coolest program that you're currently in right now?
Oh my God, Mozilla are just the best people in the history of the. She's from Mozilla. Okay. Okay, HTML5 is awesome. Like, you can write once and you can run it anyway. The problem is, though, it runs slow on mobile phones. Has anyone here ever tried writing an HTML5 app on a mobile? The guy in the back, shout out your experience. Was it good? Was it awesome? Was it rubbish? Okay, for the benefit of those without super hearing, he said it's a bit slow. So if you want to do 3D graphics, if you want to do anything a bit awesome, it's a nightmare, because you have so much fun on your computer with the quad-core processor, and then you go on your HTC. Okay, it also has a quad-core processor, but it just runs a lot slower. If you want to get into the world where it runs super fast, you need to be clever, and there's something called proxies, and there's something called wrapping, and basically you need to get into the world of hybrid engines. The way hybrid engines work is, it's a mixture between C++ and JavaScript. What you do is, I know you as well. If you've got a question, you can shout out. I'll appreciate it. Inside the world of JavaScript, that's where you write everything, what your camera's going to do, what the game object glue is going to do. But whenever he makes a WebGL call, rather than making that WebGL call, he's going to go through a JavaScript proxy function who's going to translate that WebGL call into a string saying, draw something 3D. That draw something 3D is going to translate that into C++, and C++ is going to pick it up, read that string, and say, hey, there's something 3D that I need to draw. He's then going to go to either, depending on the device you're on, the Android renderer, the iOS renderer, or the Windows Phone renderer. On Android and iOS, it's very, very compatible because they both use OpenGL. So you can take a WebGL call, translate it, and use it in OpenGL. Inside Windows Phone, you need to use Direct 3D. So you need to translate OpenGL into Direct 3D. But if you get this done, you've got a really super fast way of writing JavaScript that runs on any device. And I've got a present for you. There is a couple of solutions that do this. There's something called Titanium. There's another one called, I forget the name of them. I met them though. And they're all closed. platforms, but there's one open source one. So you guys, if you want, check it out on source. This is the one that I'm working with. It's called Player. The source code is open. It's free. You guys can use it. You can hack it. You can do whatever you want. You can study from it. The use case I want to show you, if you have this architecture, what you can do is as follows. Hopefully it will work. Ah, cool. This ran. Okay, so on the right, I have an iOS application. And on the left, I'm in an editor mode. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to jump into the editor mode on the left. Now this application is World of Fighters. It's on the App Store. If you go on your phones, you'll see this change. I'm going to start hacking away at this screen.